hit U.S. warship near Yask Island after it ignored Iran warnings. Just to recap on this very important news that's coming through, Iran's false news agency is reporting 2 missiles have hit U.S. warship near Yask Island after it ignored Iranian warnings. Now, Rasul, I appreciate the situation is very fluid. Are you hearing anything about this that no doubt would be a very serious escalation in what we thought was at least a ceasefire in terms of preventing military contact between the two sides?
Indeed, Sami. So earlier today, the Khatam al-Anbiya Joint Coordination Center, which is overseeing Iran's war affair, its commander, Ali Abdullahi, he just released a statement saying that any warships belonging to the United States entering the Strait of Hormuz is going to be attacked. So that was quite clear. There was not softening in the language. It was not diplomatic term, no vague words. Simply, they said that they are going to attack, and now that is happening.
In 2018, Donald Trump tore up a nuclear deal with Iran. He called it the worst deal ever made. He had no replacement, just a signature, a press conference, and a flight back to Washington. That deal was the JCPOA, the Obama deal. Under it, Iran agreed to cap uranium enrichment at 3.67%. Inspectors were in the country, watching, verifying. Was it a perfect deal? No. Was it working? Yes. Trump killed it anyway. Now here's where the numbers matter. I need you to pay attention to this part. A nuclear power plant needs uranium enriched to between 3 and 5%. That's all you need to generate electricity. The Obama deal kept Iran at 3.67%, safely inside that civilian range. A nuclear weapon needs uranium enriched to 90%. 90. Iran is currently at 60. And here's the part that should make you put your phone down. Getting from natural uranium all the way to 5% represents about 70% of the total work required to reach weapons grade. Going from 60 to 90% represents less than 5% of the remaining work. Iran has already done the hard part. The last step is, in scientific terms, trivial. When Trump tore up that deal in 2018, Iran was at 3.67%. They are now at 60. He didn't prevent a nuclear Iran, he fast-tracked one. Fast forward to 2025, negotiations restart, Oman mediating. The Omani foreign minister said there was substantial progress after the 3rd round. A 4th round was already scheduled. Then something interesting happened. Less than 48 hours after that 3rd round ended, the United States and Israel launched massive strikes on Iran. They assassinated Iran's supreme leader. They assassinated Ali Larijani, one of Iran's chief negotiators, while diplomacy was still on the table. This wasn't a failure of talks. It was a deliberate demolition of them. The Arms Control Association reviewed transcripts from those final briefings. Their conclusion was direct. It was unlikely that anything short of complete Iranian surrender would have stopped the strikes. Trump had probably already decided to go to war before the talks even ended. And he sent Steve Witkoff, a real estate developer. No nuclear expertise, no diplomatic background. You don't send a landlord to negotiate a planetary safeguard. You send someone like that when you don't want a deal. You want a foreclosure. Iran closed the Strait of Hormuz. That's 25% of the world's seaborne oil. Gone. And I need you to feel what that means at the gas station. Every dollar your gas goes up, trace it back to 2 men. One is in America, one is in Israel. Neither of them is filling up their own tank. Fertilizer moves through that strait. Food supply chains run through that strait. The prices you see at the grocery store, at the pump, on your heating bill, This is where the hidden tax of war hits your table. Two men made a decision. You're paying for it. Then Iran did something nobody on cable news wanted to discuss. They came back to the table. They submitted a proposal. Open the strait, end the war. Discuss nuclear separately. Rubio called it better than expected. Trump said he couldn't imagine accepting it. Why? His own team said it out loud. Accepting it removes their only leverage. They aren't looking for a solution. They're looking for a surrender. So instead, we got Project Freedom. That's what Trump named his naval escort plan announced this past Sunday. He said countries all over the world begged America for help. He named 0 countries. Not the UK, not France, not Japan. When America calls for a coalition and nobody picks up the phone, you don't have an alliance. You have a target. His own team then walked it back. It's not an escort mission. U.S. ships will be, quote, in the vicinity. A retired Marine officer told Al Jazeera the U.S. doesn't even have enough ships to escort the volume of traffic moving through that strait daily. Project Freedom is a press release with destroyers attached to it. Iran's response was immediate. Any foreign armed forces entering the Strait of Hormuz will be attacked. So we have a naval blockade that isn't working, an escort mission that isn't one, and a ceasefire Iran says this operation already violates. Here's what I want you to sit with. Iran offered basically the same framework as the Obama deal. Enrichment limits, inspections, a phased process. Trump rejected the Obama deal in 2018. He rejected a similar framework in 2026, both times with no alternative. Both times the situation got worse. Both times you paid more at the pump. You can call that a pattern. You can call it a strategy. What you cannot call it is an